back. We're back. Mario Cantone filling in for Artie Lange, and we are here with Steve Rannazzisi.
Yes, you got it right.
Well, I'm Italian. I better get it right.
I saw you had no problem with it. No issues.
I did. And you're a ginger Italian. Are you Italian? What's the deal?
I'm half Irish, half Italian.
That's a very New England, Boston thing.
It is,
the
yeah.
Irish and the Italian.
Yeah.
Mix.
But you're from New York, right?
I'm from Long Island, yeah.
You're from Long Island. Well, sure, it happens out there too.
Yeah, my mom is Irish and my father is Italian.
Yeah.
So I'm 100% angry.
Yeah.
Of anger issues.
Really, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm half Sicilian and half Napolitan. So
Oh,
we
yeah.
feed you and then we kill you.
What was the
I'm going to take
second
these
one?
off
We
too.
feed you and then we kill you.
What's the Napolitan?
Napolitan. It's from Naples.
It's northern.
No, it isn't. It's Naples.
Naples.
Naples from Napoli. It's southern. It's all southern.
Oh.
It's southern.
Yeah, my dad's Sicilian.
Nice.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to Sicily?
I've never been.
Oh,
Never been.
You must go.
I want to go. My brother lived there for 7 years. My brother's a priest.
What?
My younger brother's a Roman Catholic priest.
That is
Italian
fantastic.
priest?
Yeah, and he went to.
Do they
he
do
lived in Rome.
exorcisms over there and stuff? Like,
I don't
does
know.
he do exorcisms?
He's never done
It
one.
seems like that's
Really?
what happens
The power
when you
of
go
That's
Christ
what they
compels you?
yeah.
That's
And
what
you're
it's
a
come
priest.
to?
That's what to get through. They have to do one.
I bet he's done them.
I don't think he
You
has.
need,
No.
you need to probe that.
What do you
I should ask him.
Yeah.
If he's ever done an exorcism.
Yes.
Yeah.
He'll laugh at me.
He's worked with.
You know he gets heckled though, and I mean
Priests get heckled?
Well, I'll tell you. He was telling me we were talking about I got heckled somewhere, and I was telling him about it, and he goes, I got heckled. He was doing a homily, and someone in the audience in the congregation just goes, stick to the scripture, Father. And he was just he kind of just was like, okay,
Jeez.
and just went on with the rest of his his story, and that was it. But I was like, oh, he goes, what it compels people to do that? I go, I think it's like YouTube, that instant feedback.
Was this recent?
This was like a year ago.
Yeah, well, see, things are changing.
He's like, I feel like people just feel like their opinion at any point has to be heard.
Was he in Sicily when this happened, or where was
No,
he?
he was here on Long
Well,
Island,
of course,
yeah.
in Sicily, they would never have.
No.
No.
Too much respect.
Where in Sicily did he live? Do you know?
Well, no, he lived in Rome. He lived in the Vatican.
He lived
yeah.
in the Vatican?
Lived in the Vatican.
For 7 years.
How does he feel about the new pope? How do you feel about the new pope?
I love the new pope.
How awesome is the new pope?
I think the new pope is a really, really great change of pace for the Catholic Church.
They need it.
Yeah,
They
I mean,
need
him
it.
and I, we have gone this way as far as our religious beliefs are concerned. You know, obviously he's still very committed, and I've kind of wavered a little bit. But I think this new pope is really a breath of fresh air.
It is. He
Yeah.
walks around. He doesn't have
Yeah.
a shield around him. He kind of likes
See,
the
I don't
gays.
understand.
I mean, he's
I don't understand the
kind
Pope
of likes
thing.
the gays.
Yeah, I mean,
He
as
does.
much as they.
Yeah, well, he said that if the Catholic Church keeps focusing on homosexuality and abortion, it's the end of the road. It's
Yeah.
just going to go down the tubes.
Right.
And, he was
Good
like,
for
if
him.
someone is gay and they want to come to Christ, who am I to judge? I mean, are you kidding me that this
Yeah.
is going on today?
It's a very,
It's
very big
huge.
change.
He's on the cover of The Advocate, which is the leading gay magazine. It's
He's
the one
Time
that-
Person of the Year this
Time
year.
Person of the Year, yeah.
And he's only been in Pope for what? He got 6 months, 7 months?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sexiest Pontiff and from Papal Magazine.
Yeah. He's Argentinian.
He's Argentinian.
They're progressive.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
are. But yes, they are progressive.
Yeah.
My wife and children are Catholic, and I'm not. I'm Lutheran.
Okay.
So we have some differences. Namely, we don't have saints, and there's no pope. There's no Lutheran pope.
Uh-huh.
I don't really
No, there
understand why. Like, why is the pope there? Like, where in the Bible does it mention
I don't know.
a pope?
You could,
Like, is he
fool
like
me,
God's
I-
favorite human?
No,
Not
I don't know how it works.
necessarily.
I think it's like the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
he
his
is.
favorite human.
Yeah.
Right.
It's
well,
not.
that's
It's
what
not
I-
Beyonce. It's
No,
the Pope. You would
exactly.
think it'd be
Toss up,
Beyonce, but it's
toss up.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I guess I went to Catholic school for 11 years,
Wow.
so I would think that I should remember this. But I think it's sort of like
There's no mention of of any of that papal.
Peter
stuff.
was the first Pope, and it was sort of like I'm going to be.
Peter was the Pope.
Peter was the Pope.
Come on.
The first Pope.
There was
Saint
no
Peter,
Pope.
that's right, yeah.
Come on.
Saint Peter was the first pope, and then
Wow.
from there it just went from there.
And then it was like, okay, well now we got to get somebody else to kind of run the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's just it's tradition.
Yeah.
I guess it's just the
Well,
way
I
it
feel like
goes.
that's the thing. Catholicism has all this like man-made tradition that just came out of nowhere, right?
I think
I'm not being critical.
No.
I just
You
don't
went to Catholic
understand
school
any
for
of
how
it.
many years?
Kindergarten through 9th grade, so
See,
10 years.
And I wanted to go because this friend of mine down the street was going, and my mother, who was Catholic, was like, I am not sending you to Catholic school because the nuns will hit you, and she probably thought, and the priests will touch you.
Yeah.
She wouldn't send me.
Really?
She would not send me, and I wanted to go.
I didn't have priests or nuns or anyone. I had only like lay people, regular
Right.
people.
Well, it sounds like a bad Catholic school.
No,
No,
it was great.
That happens a lot, though.
Really?
It's not always nuns and priests.
they were
No?
great.
No, there's
I
a
mean,
lot
but
of
they
just-
did like
Light
they hit.
Catholicism.
They
Oh,
hit
they
a
hit-
little bit, yeah.
they hit
yeah,
you.
we got. But I guess like I think that all
We got hit too.
you got hit. But
yeah.
public school though. I mean,
No,
back then.
I never got
public
hit at
school.
school.
Oh,
and
we
I'm
got
old.
Really?
I never
I
got
didn't
hit.
get
at
hit,
school.
but
Well,
all
one
the other
time,
kids did.
my first grade teacher, Mrs. Verrill, who lived with Miss Desmond, who was the fourth grade teacher, they were two elderly lesbians, I believe. I will say that to this day. She took her fingers like this, and she just whammed me on my back. I'll never forget
Her
that. I was like,
fingernails went into your back.
No, she didn't have fingernails because she was a lesbian. She cut
Okay.
them. So, but she
Very
and I
active.
just was like, oh, what was that? That was the only time. But no, they didn't hit. But they, you know, they
Abusive.
yelled and yeah,
Poking.
In
abusive
ninth
poking.
grade, I went to a Catholic high school, and we had brothers. It was all brothers. And then after the first year of that, I left. I was like, it was sort
What
of
do you mean it's
mutual.
all brothers?
It was all black people.
Oh,
no,
got
I'm
it.
saying, no, it was all.
No, dude, I don't know.
It was
what
all,
are the
no, it was
brothers?
all,
It was all- that's-
Franciscan brothers. They're not priests. They're the ones that wear the
What's
robes.
the difference?
Well, it's close.
I don't
It's
really
just-
know, you know,
I don't either. Their wardrobe is a little different.
Their wardrobe, yeah, they're.
Yeah.
I don't know. I really, I'm so
They
bad
have
at
flowing
this.
brown
Yeah.
gowns, like they're going to
Really?
the Oscars.
Like Friar Tuck. They dress
Yeah.
like Friar
Oh,
Tuck.
really?
Yeah, yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Do they shave the bald spot?
Not necessarily, but most of
No.
them have gone bald.
No.
For
We
various
used to do
reasons.
that to guys, rookies.
Oh,
We
really?
used to shave the monk
The monk thing in
into
there?
the rookies.
Really?
You know, shave an eyebrow, shave the monk, shave the Mr. T onto him.
Really?
Yeah. Well,
Did you ever put
what's great time?
not Bengay, that stuff when in their helmets, so that it was really hot, they would put it on icy hot, and then it would just burn their head.
Oh.
That happened. We did that in
yeah,
high school football.
probably.
To mess with the athletes.
Yeah, it's like a hazing thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
Or in the girdle.
Oh
Oh,
God.
that's the worst
Yeah.
thing in the world. Yeah, that's like
girdle was
masturbating with Ben
funnier.
Gay.
Really?
Bad move. Bad move. It's like, I thought this was going to feel good. Get me some water.
Because it's
No.
warming?
Well,
You thought it would
yeah.
be warming?
Let's not talk about that.
When
But
you're in a
anyway,
pinch.
Honey was much better.
When you're in a pinch.
Steve,
Yes.
I want to. How did you get from Long Island to California? Where you basically did most of your.
I drove.
drove-
No,
you-
I drove. I went to SUNY Oneonta,
Up in-
upstate New York, which is a prestigious SUNY
Yeah.
school.
SUNY Purchase, yeah.
Well, that
Is
was
it-
Purchase, but
what-
I went to Oneonta, which is
Okay.
different. It was like
And that's
Purchase.
where?
It's in Oneonta, New
Okay,
York,
okay.
the land of hills in
Okay.
Indian. And then after I did theater there, and then I came back to New York, got a desk job, and then moved to New York in LA in 2001, and then got a job. I was always doing comedy at night. I was trying to do comedy at night, but because I had seen a comedian at Caroline's doing stand up, and I was like, I think I could do that. I'm interested because as a theater person, you don't really get to perform every night if you don't have a job, and I always enjoyed doing stand up and kind of comedic roles. So I was like, let me try doing this every night. And then when I moved to Los Angeles, I got a job at the Comedy Store, and then it was like every night
Mitzi
for the
Shore
rest of my life. Yeah.
discovered you. Yeah.
Sort of, yeah.
Kinda.
Paulie will take the credit, but
Paul-
Mitzi, Paul, yeah.
And how long did you work with the Groundlings for?
I was there
Which
for
is the
2 years.
Greatest improv group.
It really is.
Great school.
I
too.
went there. Melissa McCarthy was there
she's
when I was
brilliant.
there. Mitch Sipla was a teacher of mine. Cheryl Hines was there. So I mean, these were all. Kristen Wiig was in the troupe at that time. So it was like just get to see these guys every night.
Great
And then
people.
I got up to the point where I was going to go into the Sunday company, which is like the JV team. And then I got a network show, so I couldn't commit as much time. It's so much time. You got to
Yeah.
write
It is a lot.
constantly writing. It's like doing SNL but for free. You know, you're
Wow.
just constantly writing sketches and sketches and sketches.
lot of work.
It is a lot of
and
work.
you're not getting paid, but it's good
Yeah,
training.
but it was wonderful
you
training.
did it.
Yeah.
And the
Well,
lead,
listen, we got to take a break.
do.
We can talk
I
more.
want to talk more about. Okay.
Talk more after the
That's
break.
it, guys.
I
That's all you
like-
get out
more
of me.
with Steve.
I like
That's
Steve.
all.
Okay, well, we'll be right back. Right,
Yeah,
right
right
after
back.
this was with Steve. We're very excited that he's here.
The Artie Lange Show, weeknights on Audience, only on DirecTV.